Good morning, students. Welcome to the online lecture of Class 6 Science. So, till now, we have completed total 7 activities and we have studied different types, different methods of separation, which include threshing, winnowing, etc. We have seen decantation, then we have seen this evaporation method. Okay, we have seen up till activity number 7 we have completed. Now, moving towards the question which we have left in the previous lecture, that is, if we go on adding more and more of this substance to the fixed quantity of water, what will happen? Okay, so that answer we will get from activity number 8. So, the activity number 8 is you will need a beaker or a small pan, a spoon, salt and water. Okay, you need three things: beaker, small pan, spoon, salt and water. Pour half a cup of water in the beaker. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and stir it well. Okay, what you have to do, take a half cup of water, pour it into the beaker and then add 1 teaspoon of salt and stir it well until the salt dissolves completely from figure 5.14. Yes, you can see this in the figure. Moving further, again add a teaspoonful of salt and stir well. Go on adding salt 1 teaspoonful at a time and stir. You have to repeat this activity, repeat this step continuously by adding salt and stirring it, by adding salt and stir it. After adding a few spoon of salt, do you find that some salt remain undissolved and settle at the bottom of beaker? If yes, this means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. The solution is now said to be saturated. Okay, so if you go on adding at one time, you will see that the salt which you are adding more is not dissolved in the water. Instead of that, it is settled down at the bottom. So when this phenomena occurs, you can say that the saturation level of water is reached. Okay, or the water is saturated. Here is a hint as to what might have gone wrong when Paheli tried to recover large quantity of salt mixed with sand. Perhaps the quantity of salt was much more than the required to form a saturated solution. The undissolved salt would have remained mixed with the sand and could not be recovered. She could solve her problem by using a large quantity of water. Suppose she did not have sufficient quantity of water to dissolve all the salt in the mixture. Is there some way that water could be made to dissolve more salt before the solution gets saturated? Let us try and help Paheli out. Okay, in the previous lecture we have seen this question from the Paheli, and by activity 8 we can answer it that saturated salt will be the saturated water and the salt remain with the sand, can't get by the Paheli. Now, can any method will be there? Is there any method which can be used to separate that salt and sand? Let's see. Okay, just keep in mind the activity number 8 we know what is saturated. We learn what is saturated. Activity number 9, take some water in a beaker and mix salt in it until it cannot dissolve any warm salt. This gives you a saturated solution of salt in water, right? Now, add a small quantity of salt to this saturated solution and heat it. What do you find? What happened to undissolved salt in the bottom of the beaker? Does it dissolve now? If yes, can some more salt be dissolved in this solution by heating it? So there are numerous questions. We will answer it one by one. Let this hot solution cool. Does the salt appear to settle at the bottom of the beaker again? This activity suggests that larger quantity of salt can be dissolved in water on heating. Okay, if we will heat, then the saturation level of water can be increased. We can add more water to it if we heat the water. Does water dissolve equal amount of different soluble substance? Let us find out. Moving to activity number 10. Take two glasses and pour half a cup of water in each of them. Add a teaspoon of salt to one glass and stir till the water dissolves. Go on adding salt 1 teaspoon at a time till the solution saturates. Record the number of spoon of salt that dissolve in the water in table 5.2. Now, repeat the same activity with sugar. Repeat this with some other substance that are soluble in water. We know that sugar is soluble in water, so we have taken sugar. What do you notice from table 5.2? Do you find that water dissolves different substance in different amount? Yes, if you will do this activity at your home, you will know that salt is dissolved more in the water in compared to sugar. We have discussed a few methods of separating substance. Some of the method of separation presented in this chapter are also used in a science laboratory. We also learned that a solution is prepared by dissolving a substance in a liquid. A solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more of the substance in it. So, here we are ending this chapter number 5. I am sharing the PDF file of the remaining question answer which you have to write down in your notebook. And in the next lecture, we will discuss all the question answer of the PDF. Thank you. Thank you very much.